Hi, Susan B. here, talking dining room table politics. Today I want to talk to you about the U.S. Congressional District 14th race here in PA. Where is that, you ask? You know, near Pittsburgh, home of the Steelers. And the Penguins. Currently, that seat is held by Mike Doyle. He has held that seat for 8 terms. Now, let's talk a little bit about Mike Doyle, and I'm going to give you my reasons not to vote for Mike Doyle in this coming election on November 2nd. According to OpenSecrets.org, some of the top contributors to Mike Doyle's campaigns are the unions. Now, go figure, guess what kind of bills that Mike supports? He supports the Employee Free Choice Act, which would take away the secret ballot when companies are trying to get organized via a union. That isn't exactly free choice. At a time in this recession when most families are having to really cut back on their budget, Mike Doyle is wasting our taxpayer money. He has sent over $23 million in earmarks to Pennsylvania in this year alone. $30 million in 2009, and in 2008, another $22 million in earmarks. We've had enough. Yes, Mike has served for over 15 years in the Congress. I think 8 terms is enough. Last summer, when the health care bill was being debated, polling in the area suggested that 75% of America and the constituents here in Pennsylvania in U.S. Congressional District 14 were opposed to the bill. Yet, Mike voted for it. He just doesn't listen to his constituents. We email, we call, and he ignores us. In fact, he ignores us so much that during the health care debate in March, when constituents visited his office, and they were talking to his assistant, Mike came walking down the hall. And as soon as he saw constituents in his office, he ducked down the hallway and avoided them. If Nancy votes no, Mike votes no. If Nancy votes yes, Mike votes yes. When searching the congressional record, you can't find one instance where Mike has ever reached across the aisle and voted with the Republicans. Never happened. A carbon-based trading system as proposed in the cap and trade legislation, according to President Obama, will necessarily skyrocket energy costs. In Pennsylvania, we can't afford that. Mike received an F rating from Numbers USA, a group that works for lower immigration levels, and he received a D from the Federation for Americans in Immigration Reform. When the rest of us need to take personal responsibility for our failures, Mike is handing out our tax money and our children's tax money to the banks to just mismanage again. Mike gets a D rating from the Americans for Tax Reform and has refused to sign their Taxpayer Protection Pledge. Mike gets a 13% life rating from the Americans United for Life. He may say that he's a pro-life Democrat, but Mike doesn't really care about babies. No, in fact, when it came time for the health care vote, Mike actually talked Bart Stupak out of his Democratic pro-life vote on the health care bill. The 2,000-page health care legislation bill created 43 new government agencies and will bury small businesses in 1099s. It also nationalized the student loan industry and will only give us higher costs and lower quality of care. And the #1 reason not to vote for Mike Doyle in this coming November 2nd election is because this year we finally have a choice. And her name is Melissa Haluschek.
Who?
Melissa Haluschek.
God bless you.